she's already got pretty short legs, you know, but the Aberdeen's even shorter, stockier. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. It's January 31st, Friday. It's been about a month since I seen you last. I'm up here to the farm. It's morning, getting ready to head to the woodlot. Need to get a couple more twitches out from my last load of hardwood. But just wanted to show everybody some changes we've had up here. As you remember, we had the black steer and a red and white heifer in our other videos, and we had them processed for beef. And we picked up, there's two registered Black Angus here. They're bred heifers. They're due to calve in March. And we still got, these are the little ones we had. Another steer and a heifer. That will be next year's beef. Or I should say, this coming fall. But we're excited. I've always liked the registered Angus. I looked around and I found these out of southern Maine, and they seem to be excellent bloodline. The farm they came from, nice and clean. Everything looks good, and they keep track of everything. Everything's got papers. So we ended up getting registered through the American Angus Association and the American Aberdeen Association. These are bred back to an Aberdeen bull, which is it's still an Angus, but it's a smaller framed Angus, more traditional. She's already got pretty short legs, you know, but the Aberdeen's even shorter, stockier, but a smaller frame. So they can get the size down to around 900 to 1,000 pounds. So we're excited. We'll see where this goes. But I've always liked the black cows, and we picked a couple up. Anyways, just got done doing the chores, and my truck's broke down, so I'm not sure if he's going to get all the wood out this week or not, but it doesn't matter. I've always said that as long as you get wood sitting in the yard, it's like a savings account, so just keep cutting it, especially with mud season coming again. February's tomorrow, so we're getting there quickly. And another thing I don't think I showed anybody was we built an addition between the house and the barn, which makes it very nice doing chores during this time of year up here. So still gonna put some siding on it. I got some lumber up here to saw out, but we want this to be eventually a little walk-in cooler in this corner. For now, it's just a little bit of a clutter corner. Like anywhere as you build, you stick stuff. But it works out excellent. So nice doing chores up here because it gets windy. It's always windy up here. I can just walk right out here, do the chores. Gotta do sliding doors I'm starting to build for the front finally. It's only taken me a year, but just started on that yesterday. The barn's rearranged. This was the stall you saw us get those little calves in, and then Boy and Patsy were in the other stall. But I ended up extending the whole thing, so it's like just a run-in now. Seems how we have more. And it's easier to clean. We pick the pack every morning, and it works out way, way better. And they all get along anyways. And then we got the loudmouths over here, our laying hens. We got 14 of them. They lay, on really cold days we'll get 10 or 12, and when it gets up into 30s and 40s we'll get 14 a day. But they're pretty cooped up. I know where the term comes from now, but soon enough we'll have them outside. At least they're in here where it's warm. So, well, we'll head down to the woodlot. I got something to show you on the skidder, and I never thought I'd have to buy a couple of these, but I had to. But we'll head down there and I'll show you what I'm talking about. So we're down to the woodlot, and we got some brand new Primex tires on her. Before I bought it, they had just put back ones on it a couple years ago, so those were already new, but the front had a bad sidewall. I tried fixing it on the old tire and it didn't last. So after looking around, I couldn't find any good used ones, and if I did, it was almost $1,000 bucks. So I ended up going with 2 new ones, and it only made sense. Seams out the back were already new. It should last a long time. I can tell you right now there's a huge difference. Even on the front, I can tell a big difference. So it was worth it. It's not always fun to spend the money, but I guess it'll pay you back, especially a machine like this, you know, for what it does for you in the course of just 1 week. It can pay for its tires pretty quick. I got some leftover hemlock logs there. I had a load of hemlock logs out of here last week, but I've been cutting all the hemlock around. There's some big hardwood. There's some monster hardwood in here to cut. Lots of it's dead, but a lot of it's pretty good. I got almost a couple loads of pulp here. That's kind of what I want to finish this morning. I think if I can get another 3 hitches, bring it out to here, I'll definitely have enough for way more than 2 loads. So as you can see though, look at all that stuff's just going by. This wood lot's old growth in here. We got some wood left over from last year, so he probably will blend that in because it's light. I'm sure that stuff's real light. It's been dried all summer. And just big scraggly stuff. There's a bunch of firewood in here to cut. There's a little bit of everything. But today I'm gonna go in and get a couple hitches of pulp, and if I got time and feel like it, I may just do a couple of big hardwood logs, start getting those cut. I want to get a load of those out next week. This field's gonna give out quick as soon as the temperatures warm up again. So just keep going. But as you can see, the stuff adds up quick, super quick. We'll get the skidder fired up, head her in the woods. The monster basswood. She's a big one. These things are all through here, and they gotta get cut or they're dying. I mean, they're just going to waste. But it's quite a heavy leaner with a lot of weight on it, and it's probably half dead. So this is a essential one to be bore cutting. You gotta bore cut these. I don't care what you're doing, you gotta bore cut them, or you're gonna get found in here crushed. So we're gonna go right down across all that brush and flatten that stuff out. Camera fell off my head. see her go. That's a big tree. Cameras don't really do much justice, but you can see that she's dead. She's a dead one, but good pulpwood. I gotta cut that back a little bit. The mill don't like them 26 inches, so that's pushing it. That's pushing it. But we'll get it hooked up. We'll turn the camera back on. We'll get some of this stuff drug out and sucked up behind the skidder. Well, we got a good hitch made up. We'll see how she pulls it. It pulls a lot better than the Clark did. I mean, there's over a cord behind it right now, and it won't even phase it, especially if it's nice and froze down. But the skidder is growing on me. I like it a lot. We'll head up to the yard with this hitch. That'll get the morning started. The first hitch always takes the longest. I usually use second gear. Well, that's the last hitch of the day. I got definitely a couple loads here, and it's time. I'm gonna head up to the house. My father and brother and I got a vintage snowmobile we race, and we got a race this weekend, so we got a couple things to do on it. But thanks for watching, and subscribe and share and let people know about us. I hope you like the videos. Please leave a comment if you want to see some content specific. I'm open to suggestions. We got a lot of new subscribers, and we could use some input. What everybody would like to be seeing on the channel. We want to try to be a little different than the other channels that are out there, so feel free to let us know, and we will see you on the next one.